The Magic City welcomes the world's best paddle pros. Over the last 4 days, they have fought, they have battled, and stunned a fantastic Miami crowd. Miami, the perfect place to welcome event number 1 of the 2024 PPL season. And this has just been a stunning and exceptional tournament to this point. The Ultra Paddle Club playing host to event number 1 as well as event number 2 just around the corner. It has been a sold out crowd, and there is no doubt that this audience is ready to see the semifinals come to life. Hi everyone, Cameron Irwin alongside my dear friend Gonza Obina, and it has just been exceptional paddle from the start of this tournament, and now we're getting into the nitty gritty. The semifinals are finally here, and we can't wait to see these teams get underway. But this PPL format has just been so fun to watch. What have you liked so much in terms of seeing this team format come to life?
The format with the mixed doubles coming down to the wire and having this top 4 teams, I think something new, something special for paddle in the US.
It is something so special, and of course it's a little different than what you might see internationally with the Pro Paddle League, and you're going to get a chance to see just how it works right now. Let's take a look at the format.
Event 1 of the Pro Paddle League 2024 will be held in Miami and will have the following format. 10 teams were split into 2 groups of 5. Each team will play in a round-robin format. For PPL Event 1, group assignments were chosen at random. Group assignments for PPL Event 2 will be based on the final results of PPL Event 1. The tournament will last 6 days, and each team is guaranteed 4 matches during the first 4 days of competition. 2 teams from each group will be required to play 2 matches on either the first or second day of round-robin competition. These teams were chosen at random during group selections. Each match includes a men's double, a women's double, and a mixed double. The format of the men's and women's doubles matches will be best of 3 sets with golden point and a super tiebreak to 10 points in the 3rd set. On the other hand, the mixed doubles will be played regardless of the result of the men's and women's doubles, and will be played to 1 set with golden point and super tiebreak to 10 at 6-6. The top 2 teams from each group advance to the semifinals. The winners of the semifinals will play in the final, and the losers will play for 3rd and 4th place. To determine the groups for PPL 2, the top 2 teams, champion and runner-up, will be placed in separate groups, and the remaining teams will be drawn into groups at random. After groups are decided, there will be a random assignment between teams that did not play twice in the week prior to determine who will play twice in 1 day for the 2nd week.
A look now to the tie-break scenarios. It came down to head-to-head. The match differential is that 2nd tier, as well as the 3rd is the set differential. And man, it has just been so fun as we've gotten to see mixed matchups. The format's so unique. Last night we saw the world number 1 on the men's side as well as the women's side partnering up alongside one another, but this is all coming down to the PPL Cup final. This is what everyone is fighting to get a chance to go to. With these 10 franchises, only 8 of them will get a chance to move on to the PPL Cup final. So you have to find those best finishes from 1 through 10 in each of the 4 events. You'll accrue points. But here's a look now to the white group as we had round robin format for the first 4 days, and Miami coming out at that number 1 spot with the 3 wins and the 1 loss, as well as the Toronto Polar Bears with the 3-1. However, that's where the tie breaks come into play with the head-to-head, as well as Miami picked up the win over Toronto. So they took that top spot. But man, Los Angeles, they were so close, weren't they, Gonza?
Yes, that last matchup between Toronto and Los Angeles was amazing. But let's have a look at the Group E, the gold group. Las Vegas Smash 4-0, the only unbeaten team in the competition, taking the number 1 spot in that group. And then the New York Atlantics with a 3-1, picking up the 2nd place and moving into the semifinals.
The Las Vegas Smash will be into the semifinal this morning. The very first one, as you now see the matchups. Las Vegas Smash unbeaten as they face off against the Toronto Polar Bears. And then you've got the Miami Paddle Club facing off against the New York Atlantics. We will start our day with that first matchup, Las Vegas versus Toronto. Can somebody take down Las Vegas? Is it doable?
That's the big question. I think they have a big team, especially in the women's side with Martita Ortega and Ale Alonso. We will talk a bit more about that later, because now we have to see the points for each position in the regular season event scoring. The champion will get 1,000 points. The runner-up, 850 points. Third place, 600, and then we go down until the 10th place. That's why it's so important to get as many wins as you can in order to qualify to the top 8 teams moving into the finals.
And this is what they're fighting for. The largest purse that we have seen in 2024, over $1 million is on the line for this season. And this is how it breaks out in terms of taking home some cash for these first handful of events. You can see PPL event number 1, 2, 3, and 4, and the PPL Cup final as well, with that $100,000 on the line. We've got $150,000 that is just fantastic for these pros to get a chance to have that much more. But we've talked about it, the Las Vegas Smash, unbeaten. Who can take them down? The Toronto Polar Bears are so steady, especially on that men's matchup. You think of Koki Nieto and his partner, Javi Barahona, and they have been unstoppable here.
They are. And I think in this first matchup, the mixed doubles could be something very important, because I see Toronto very strong in the men's side with Koki and Barahona unbeaten. And then Las Vegas has Marta Ortega and Ale Alonso as well unbeaten. So they're the favorites, 1-1. We could go to the mixed doubles with a tie, and that's going to be so much fun to watch.
So through the round robin format, we actually saw the mixed doubles. They were played out regardless of whether the score was 1-1 or 2-0 in the format. However, today, if they go up 2-0, match is complete.
Correct.
1-1 could come down to that mixed doubles competition, to your point, and that could be wild to think about, because you really don't get a chance to see mixed doubles on any other tour or league across the world. So it's a new challenge, and it is one that is just so wild to watch. What have we learned about the mixed doubles competition over the last 4 days?
They have to adapt. They have to learn how to play. It's a new format, something that the players are not used to. Some players are doing better. For example, in Las Vegas Smash, Gonzo Alfonso and Martita Ortega are doing well. They get along well inside the court, and in other teams, it hasn't worked. For example, yesterday we had the number ones in Miami Padel Club, Tapia and Sanchez, and sometimes having 2 number ones doesn't mean that you're gonna do well, because it's new. It's something that the players are not used to. They have to learn how to play in this format.
Well, let's talk about our second semifinal, just in terms of a slight preview, because the Miami Padel Club, you mentioned a few names there, but they are going to have to face off against the New York Atlantics, who, by the way, are coming off a rest day. That is massive in terms of the turnaround time and having the ability to stay fresh heading into the semifinal.
Yes, they are. I mean, the favorites are clearly the Miami Padel Club. They have 2 number ones, but you never know, because the New York Atlantics are doing well. They have Andrea Austero, in my opinion, the biggest surprise of the tournament, the lefty, 16 years old. And when they are playing with Campagnolo, the mixed doubles, they are strong. And Virginia Riera, as well as Andrea Austero, in the last matchup, playing together in the women's side, they were also very surprising. So if somehow they're able to pull that win, because we believe, or I believe, that Tapia and Sanz are going to win their match, that mixed doubles could also be the key to see who moves into the final.
So our 2 semifinals have now been displayed in terms of the matchups, but if you think tomorrow, what would you like to see in terms of a final? Who do you think is going to end up in that last and final matchup?
That's a tough question. I'm going to go probably with Las Vegas Smash. They are the 2023 champions, so maybe that is going to give them some extra motivation. And you have to go with Miami Padel Club. Of course, anything can happen. This is sport. But they have Tapia, they have Ari Sanchez, they have a super team, and whenever it comes to super teams, they are usually playing the finals.
Well, we did see some upsets at the early stages of the round robin, so maybe we'll get an upset in the semifinals. Who knows? But now that we've got the top 4 teams, we cannot wait to show you just how this sport is taking over the world. Take a look now as everyone's starting to flood into the Ultra Padel Club. This is a sold-out event. People are just going to start piling into that VIP section, and understandably, as we sit beneath the palm fronds and right outside the court, chairs set up along the length of the court, and this is going to be the beginning, the very first event, the semifinals just around the corner. I'm going to send it to our 3rd crew member, Javi Carrasco, for the introductions.
Hi everyone, welcome to the PPL, welcome to the Pro Padel League today. It will be an incredible and amazing day. The time has come for the semi-finals. The top 4 teams are ready to face off. So help me welcome the Las Vegas Smash and Toronto Polar Bears. Let's introduce to you the team. First, the women of Toronto Polar Bears. There are Marina Guinar from Spain and Victoria Iglesias from Spain. The women for Las Vegas Smash, Alejandra Alonso and Martita Ortega from Spain. And the men, Toronto Polar Bears, are Javi Barahona and Coqui Nieto from Spain. And the men from Las Vegas Smash, Gonzalo Alfonso from Argentina and Pablito Cardona from Spain. Enjoy the first semi-final here in the PPL.
The Toronto Polar Bears and the Las Vegas Smash are ready to face off. Some big-time names on both sides of the net. The roster's rounded out. Coqui Nieto playing alongside Javi Barahona, Victoria Iglesias, and of course, Marina Guinart will be your starting lineup for the Toronto Polar Bears. The Las Vegas Smash have Martita Ortega, Ale Alonso, Pablo Cardona, and of course, Gonzalo Alfonso. Let's look at Cardona in the backdrop, and everyone's starting to find their seats. Best 2 of 3 will be played, as these 10 franchises have finally come down and been whittled down to 4.
And by the way, Cam, yes, Martita Ortega and Ale Alonso are unbeaten. They are strong, but at the same time, yesterday, Marina Guinart and Victoria Iglesias, well, they played amazing. They played really amazing under pressure because they knew they had to win to move into the semifinals. And that's also sometimes hard to handle, that pressure, that feeling that you have to win, yes or yes. And they did well, especially Marina Guinart. She's an incredible player, super powerful, lefty, attacking player, so don't count them out.
Well, not to mention, they were playing in the heat of the day yesterday, right in the thick of it. It was well into the 90s, and they were having to grovel. The humidity was so high, people were having a hard time even just sitting inside or sitting outside watching it. They would go and find the screens just to be able to cool off. So it's no surprise, though, that those two battle-tested and tough came out with a win. Victoria Iglesias and Marina Guinart. Again, they had a tough one to come in. Marina Guinart out of Spain, as is Victoria Iglesias. There's been an influx of the international pros in the 2024 season, thanks to our draft. Over 80% of the new draftees in the top 50 in the world, bringing the best to the PPL, the fastest growing sport in the world, to North America.
Marta Ortega is going to play this match, obviously, for the Las Vegas Smash. And I'm mentioning her because she's a superstar, and she's really used to this kind of situations, to playing semifinals, to be in the big stage, and to perform, to deliver in these kind of matches. So I think she's going to be the key for Las Vegas Smash. If she is on point and she's able to guide Ale Alonso, she doesn't have the same amount of experience as Marta Ortega, but if Marta is able to do so, I think they are going to do well, and that's the reason I think why the Las Vegas Smash are the favorites in this first match.
Ale Alonso, just 17 years old, and it has really been almost like Martita Ortega kind of taking her under her wing. They are so good at communicating and connecting after each point. Martita Ortega giving that sense of stability and leadership, but man, Ale Alonso has just been a steady rock in her own game. It's been fun to watch her play so free. There's a look at Ortega. She will be playing the drive side on the right, and she really lets Ale Alonso just take some cuts at the ball. There's a look at Marina Guinart warming up. And here's a look at all four of our fantastic pros on the PPL for your matchup. Victoria Iglesias, Marina Guinart, rocking the polar bear blue, as they are today on the court. Las Vegas Smash, they're orange and red.
And when it comes to Ale Alonso, she's also shining in this tournament. I'm impressed by the amount of shots she has in the aerial part of the game. With the bandeja, with the rulo, hitting it with kick, flat. She's a very complete player, and I think that's the big reason she's going to be one of the big stars. Also, we have to talk about Marina Guinart from the Toronto Polar Bears, born in 1996 in Spain, playing on the right side. Again, when she comes with that víbora down the line, she is so dangerous. So dangerous.
You can see lefty able to open up nice on that right side. And now look, Ale Alonso. Teams have tried to send it well over the top of Ale Alonso, but here's a look now to Victoria Iglesias out of Spain, playing the left. What do you like about her game?
I think the classic shot from Victoria Iglesias is that two-hand backhand she has cross-court while returning. It's quite impressive, and I think it's the first shot that comes to your mind when you talk about Victoria Iglesias.
Two-hand backhand. Watch for that in this matchup, as well as Marta Ortega playing the right side, like we mentioned, and she is just one of the best defenders. So fun to watch her go to work.
And she has so much experience. So many finals, former #1. So again, she's used to this kind of scenarios, these kind of matchups. Being in the main stage is not something new for Marta Ortega. Maybe it is for Alejandra Alonso, AA from Las Vegas Smash, born in 2006. So young, and what a future she has. Again, a perfect aerial shot.
How far do you think she can go? You think she can reach that #1?
You never know because you have so many players, but she has the conditions to do it, for sure. And she's showing it in a big way this week here in Miami.
Currently ranked in the top 25 in the world, Martita Ortega at the #6 spot in terms of the FIP individual world rankings. On the other side, you've got the number 21 as well as 29 on the side of the Polar Bears. But already up at that number 22 spot for Ale Alonso. That's just going to continue to rise with what we've seen from her in her play. Fantastic volleys, and that's one of the other things I think that stands out, especially for the Las Vegas Smash. Just Martita Ortega, so aggressive, so much pace off of her racket on the volley.
That's a big difference between a normal right side player and Martita Ortega. She's able to cover, she's able to defend, but at the same time, she has this pace. She wins point, and whenever you have a right side player winning points, it's a huge advantage. And coming back to Alejandra Alonso and how far she can go, of course, this is a team sport, and to climb in the rankings, you really need a good partner. And sometimes the big names are teaming up together, so that's why for Ale Alonso having the chance to show that she's able to play with Marta Ortega and to perform is going to also give her some exposure and maybe some opportunities, some calls from other players that maybe after this tournament were just not there.
That's a great point to bring up. There's no doubt about that, getting a chance to see her on display with some of the world's best, as she already is at the top in terms of being in that top 25. However, when you have a chance, you better take it and make the best of it. And so far, Ale Alonso has done just that. Again, we will have the men's matchup after this. Some big names. Gonzalo Alfonso playing alongside another youthful
Pablo
Cardona.
Wow, a big guy. He is a big hitter.
And they will have probably one of the toughest tasks, facing off against Javi Barahona and Coqui Nieto. Again, that will be coming up after this women's matchup. See who will be able to strike first, get a point on the board.
That's why I think the mixed doubles could be a reality in this matchup, because I do believe that Marta Ortega and Alonso are the favorites in this one. Of course, Marina Guinart and Iglesias are playing amazing throughout the week, but Marta Ortega is the player of the match. And in the next one, we have Javi Barahona and Coqui Nieto, unbeaten. They even knocked down Agus Tapia and John Sanz in the first match of the week. Of course, Alfonso and Cardona are good, but in one match we have the Las Vegas match as a favorite, and in the other one we have Toronto. So maybe that final match, it's going to be the decider to see who moves into the final.
That'd be one heck of a way to start the semi-final action.
I'd love it.
Here at the Ultra Paddle Club. I think you would, and everyone else that's tuning in and sitting courtside. Marcos Del Pilar, the commissioner of the PPL, roaming the VIP section. We got a chance to see him alongside Daddy Yankee yesterday.
He was playing paddle indoors.
Yeah, apparently Daddy Yankee calls up Marcos on a regular basis, and I think they're playing about 2 hours a day right now.
That's
If we're
a
not
lot.
careful, we might see Daddy Yankee out on the court playing for one of these PPL
For the
teams
Goats.
instead of just owning it. Exactly. He owns the Florida Goats, one of the expansion teams to the 2024 season, as well as the Houston Bolts and the New York Atlantics, who we get a chance to see in the next semifinal. They put together one heck of a roster as well.
And I think paddle is such a fun sport, and it's going to grow a lot in the US. Whenever you play one time, it's going to become an addiction. It's always happening, and that's exactly what Daddy Yankee feels. We get to play yesterday night. It was fun. Not at the level that we're going to show, of course.
Oh, come on.
But it was fun.
You can't back our game. Our game is so good, Gonza. No, definitely not at that level by any means. I think one of the things that's so cool about learning this sport is the fact that it is unbelievably athletic, crazy amounts of dynamic play, the speed required, the foot speed, the hand speed, the ground strokes, being able to play the ball off the wall, off the fence, sending the ball out of the court, chasing it back, and actually being able to recover back to the court. I mean, these athletes do astonishing things and make them look so easy.
Exactly.
But if you asked just an average person or even a high-level tennis player to step onto a paddle court, there is going to be a massive learning curve.
When you play, you get to really understand how hard it is and how good these players are.
Just an insanely challenging sport. And now we get to see some of those that make it look as easy as possible, but it is anything but. First serve of the first semifinal. Quick on the return.
Marta Ortega just to say, hey, I'm here. I'm Marta Ortega. This is a semifinal. This is my land.
She strikes again. Quickly finding the space right through the middle.
First service.
Love 30. Iglesias checking across the net. Here's a look at the bandeja, the defensive overhead. Playing off the glass. There's the strength. Marina Guinart.
The first of many. Once you get the chance to see that the lob shot is short, she just goes for it. And the ball just comes back.
Iglesias working back to the corner. And this time, well done. Evening the score, 30-all.
She chose a flat smash, a fast one. When you smash the ball, you either go for high or for speed. So the opponents don't have the time to go to the net and pick it up.
Again, there's that bandeja. Control and pace. Lob played up. Polar Bears scoring the point even from the back of the court. Missed volley. 3 straight now for the Polar Bears. Push back to the fence. Getting called off there by Guinart, and it was the right decision. So 4 straight. They were down love 30, but ultimately find the hold.
That's a Víbora down the line we were talking about. As a lefty, the spin is quite hard to master, to control. And it's very important for Toronto to win that game after being love 30 down. Whenever it comes to a semi-final, you need to win the first game.
There's no doubt about it. Now, for those maybe just tuning in for Padel for the very first time, can you maybe just give us a quick walkthrough on some of the shots that you might see in terms of the vocab and terminology?
Well, we were talking about the Víbora. That's an attacking shot where an aerial shot that you use to attack, you hit it from the side with a lot of spin, like slicing the ball to the corner, and it has a more pace than the bandeja, which has a similar technique, but the only goal from the bandeja is just to keep the net, to stay there, because it's where you're going to win 95% of the points. Marta Ortega to serve now for Las Vegas Smash for the first time in the match. In Padel, you have to hit the serve on their arm, bounce the ball behind the line, and then hit it.
There's one of the flat smash you'll see. That's just pure power from Ale Alonso.
Two-hand backhand from Iglesias. Her shot. The angle from Guinart. Soft touch from Victoria Iglesias. And now the Toronto looking better. 15-0 right here. Changing the pace of the ball right there. That's a good serve.
15.
To the corner. (30-15) with a smash.
Second service.
That's gone. That's gone. So much power. 8-8, destroying that one and bringing the ball back. 40-15. Chance for a hold. Alonso has to go back now. A fast lob shot, but goes too much. It flies to the glass wall. 40-30.
That's one of the other adjustments too that you can find. Multiple series of lobs, high lobs, and of course the fast lob, quicker, lower pace, trying to beat your opponent to the back glass.
Guinart, 3 lobs in a row. Marta Ortega with patience, finding the right ball to attack. And she finds it. There she goes, Marta Ortega with the winner down the line. That's a hold for Las Vegas Smash, 1 game apiece.
Beautiful patience here from Ortega. Multiple overhead sent to the cross court until she found the ball just a little bit lower on that last and final lob.
Serving Victoria
Got those
Iglesias.
feet back behind.
Shot selection is so important.
We've seen Ortega have just an arsenal of weapons in terms of what she can do. Rulo on the side of Victoria Iglesias. That's changing the spin. Trying to find that side fence. like an inside-out overhead.
Second service.
There it is again. Ale Alonso,
50 all.
second flat winner we've seen.
And it's hot today, Cam. Not windy. So the players are going to have the chance to smash it a lot.
The heat increases, play goes faster.
Second service.
Lob off the volley.
Wow. Nice.
Well done. Ale Alonso off the glass.
50.
That was perfect because she had to go back before this shot to pick a hard pivota from Guinard in her quarter, then go to the net and execute that perfect bajada. I think it was out.
I think so as well.
Second service.
Second serve. All power.
30 all.
Tough ball when it hits that 4-meter fence or even the 3. Can really change the trajectory of the ball.
It went down.
30 all. Somehow, Ortega picks up the drop. Ah, so good. Martika Ortega picks up the drop shot and then finds this.
The importance of the physicality. Be fast enough to get to that drop shot and then get a chance to attack. Keep the point alive.
Las Vegas with a chance to break here. Oh, changing to topspin. Oh, there's that two-hand backhand.
Las
And an
Vegas. Las Vegas
early
lead
break
2-1.
for Las Vegas. Now up 2-1.
Cuando logramos tirar bien el globo y nos tenemos la pelota con rebote, caliente.
Sí, porque hay botes, están, pero no. Le he querido dar a uno, no, pero se la quedado pegada.
Bueno, la simboleada. Y la toma y la siguiente otro globo bien. No es rápido que se te quede la regata parte del gol.
Has visto volea de derecha, dejada. Bajada de derecha, ángulo abierto. Echase, ¿eh? Revés.
So good to hear the coaches in the benches. That's a privilege. And in the Las Vegas Smash bench, Guga Vasquez, Alonso, and Marta Ortega's coach was saying that the quality of the lob shot is going to be really important in the game. They have to be super focused on the quality of the lob shot. And then he was also talking about the personality they need to have for this match. Whenever there's a chance to attack, he was saying you need to be brave. Go for the risky shot. Don't just go for the safe play. If it's a shot to do it, just go ahead. Because you're doing it and you're doing it well.
That's Guga Vasquez, like you mentioned, who is from Argentina, was a fantastic player and is a fantastic player in his own right.
Serving
He is.
Alejandra
We saw him
Alonso
play in
for
the
Las
All-Star
Vegas.
event in 2023. Now he's putting on the coach's hat here with his crew.
Las Vegas Smash with the
50
first point.
low.
But just to make it clear, it's not going for an unnecessary risk.
Second
Just
service.
whenever you have the chance, go for it. Ale Alonso to serve for the first time in the match. Iglesias stays back, goes for the angle, finds the net. 30 love.
30 love.
For Toronto, super important to stay in the game mentally from the beginning until the end.
Second service.
That's about to go exactly as they talk.
40
Whenever you have the ball, go for it.
That was the perfect condition for Martito Ortega. Ball shallow to the net.
The ball flies a lot in these conditions. Comes back with a lot of power.
Game, Las Vegas.
Another mistake from Victoria Iglesias, this time with a two-hand backhand to the net. It's a hold for Las Vegas Smash. They extend the lead to 3-1.
Serving Marina
I think it
Guinara.
would be really fun to see this Las Vegas women's team face off against Miami. And Ariana Sanchez. And of course, Marta Taliban.
15 love.
Martito Ortega just charged the net, trying to block. Them jumping out of the way. Trying to find the placement. Just got away from Ortega. Guinart with a smash.
Guinart a couple times now finding that 4 meters fence, and both of them finding a good bounce for her.
Second service.
Strong volleys from the Polar Bears here. Until that
30
last one.
15.
It's a little too much on it. Trying to find that court position and maintain it. Sending that lob up in the cross court. Ball through the middle. Well
40
done.
15.
Nice combination. Guinart.
Martita was trying to come back to the net, but she had to go back again. She was not able to do it.
From one lob to another. It's shallow. No, Guinart.
What a block from
No
Alonso.
way.
40
Fantastic
30.
block. Ortega. Smiling as that one just ended up right on top of her.
The block from Alonso was good, and then Ortega was already waiting in the net.
Deuce.
And Alonso
Golden point.
brings us now to a golden point. Our first golden points. The next point wins.
That's a perfect smash, because if it was going out por tres, Iglesias was there. But since it hit the fence and went
Recibe
over the net again,
Alejandra Alonso.
was super, super good executed.
Golden point.
Oh,
Game.
And
Guinart
Las
touched the
Vegas.
net.
Las Vegas lead 4-1.
So 8-8.
As you can see, Victoria Iglesias is in pain.
Me molesta cuando
A small injury in the left shoulder. So we're getting a medical time right now for the physio to work. Hopefully she will be okay, and we will keep enjoying the match camp.
This is a lot of paddle over the last 4 days, especially in some tough conditions. And Victoria Iglesias taking some time right now. She's dealing with a little something in that left shoulder and neck.
So they will have 3 minutes, according to the umpire and the physio. Starting now. Until now, we've seen a dominating Las Vegas match cam with a couple breaks. Marta Ortega solid, as usual. And Alejandra Alonso handling perfectly the pressure, the big stage, playing a semi-final in the first event of the season, knowing that you're the 2023 champions, that you're expected to deliver. And I think she's doing well, not doing any mistakes, winning some points, smashing the ball whenever she has to do it, as well as Marta Ortega. And the strategy, in my opinion, is really good. They're going with patience, building up the points, and whenever you have the chance, the shot selection is nice, it's good.
You know, and I think it's really fun to see their game grow even alongside one another through the last 4 days. It seems as if the more time they spend on the court, the more they understand where each other wants to be, and the shot selection and how it can be complementary to one another in terms of finding exactly the right time and space. But there's no doubt that those two are leveling up their game, and that's going to be the case when you think of this from event 1 to event number 4. All of these athletes will now have a chance to spend that much more time as we go through these events on the court with their new partners. This just being the first, so they're really having to figure out exactly how to play alongside one another.
Exactly. And we were talking about this yesterday, saying that as the week moves on, as the matches move on, the players are getting better because it's the first tournament for the majority of them playing with a new teammate. So at the beginning, you don't really know how the other moves, the strengths, the weaknesses of the team. And now with 4 or 5 matches behind you, it's of course getting better and better and better. And when you have Marta Ortega, you don't want them to get better if you are on the other side of the net. And I think playing with Ale Alonso, they're understanding each other a lot and very well. We get to listen to the players inside of the court, and you hear a lot Marta Ortega communicating with Ale Alonso, trying to get her confidence, pushing her to be aggressive when she has to, being the captain of the team, basically.
No doubt that Martita Ortega has been a massive piece to the Las Vegas Smash's success. Again, if you're just joining us, we're in the midst of a medical timeout as Victoria Iglesias is getting worked on by the physio. A little bit of an issue on her shoulder and neck area.
On the changeover 2 times. So you want him to stay? Get ahead? Okay.
Now 3 minutes is now up. Victoria Iglesias looks like she's heading back out to the court.
There she goes, Victoria Iglesias. And we're coming back with a 4-1 up for Las Vegas Smash. 2 breaks in a row
Marta
for the
Ortega.
reigning champions. Marta Ortega to serve. Let's see how Victoria Iglesias reacts. How she moves. Oh, nothing to do with that one.
50
Even if you're fit.
Yeah, even shifting over, really did a nice job keeping that ball on her right side. Her court positioning continues to kind of creep a little bit more towards that middle.
Perfect Chiquita, then she goes for the fence. The por tres. What a display. A Chiquita, then the rulo, and then the por tres from Alejandra Alonso. Just unstoppable.
Just stringing contacts together. Iglesias trying to recover this. Good effort by her.
Now Ortega with a víbora. Good pick up from Guinart close to the net, but she goes down the line. Ortega is on fire right now. Las Vegas smash dominating.
Silence, please.
40 love. Two-hand backhand down the line. But then the mistake.
Las Vegas.
Guinart couldn't reach. It's another hold for Las Vegas. Without dropping a single point in that game. 5-1 for the champions.
This is moving wildly quick for the Las Vegas smash.
Serving
With the
Victoria
5-1 advantage
Iglesias.
here. They can earn the set with a break.
Second service.
Got to figure out, if you're the Polar Bears, how to slow down Marta Ortega. Because right now, she is coming up with winner after winner. Ortega taking over through the middle. Insane speed on the volleys. But again, how does she come up with that angle?
15.
Straight down from Ortega.
So far, the best match of the tournament from Ortega. And I'm saying this from a player that has won 4 out of 4 matches. That's how good she's playing right now.
She's putting everyone else on notice right now.
50 all.
all. Nice lob, Ale Alonso. Unreal. Oh, the miscommunication, but the setup shot was a thing of beauty.
The double shot. They both went for it.
Racket clink. That shot created such a gap. Trying to find it off the
40,
portres.
15.
They need to find some more opportunities to do just that.
And that Portes is going to give Marina Guinart some confidence. Maybe to come back to her best.
And they find a hold.
Toronto.
Speaking of
Las
gaining
Vegas
confidence,
lead
that's a good start to find some.
5-2.
Está cambiando el tiro. Pero jugando bien. Lo vea. Fuera donde quiera, libre, donde le dé la gana. El primer globo tiene que sacar de arranque, que estamos viendo. Se le soltó un poco. Sí. Muy bien, hay que sacarla.
Time. Give ball. serving Alejandra Alonso for Las Vegas. 15 love.
Back to the main court. Las Vegas Smash serving for the first set. 15 love. Superb performance so far from the 2023 champions. Especially from Marta Ortega. Meant to be the leader of the team. 30 love, glass finder from Victoria Iglesias. Clearly not feeling good. That's long. Yeah.
30-15.
Just finding that side glass, the volley getting away from her.
30-15. Good volley from Marta Ortega, squeezing the ball close to the baseline. 40-15 and the first set point of the match for Las Vegas Smash. They only need one because Marta Ortega is on fire. MVP of the first set. Las Vegas Smash up by 6 games to 2. And Cam, we have something very special prepared for everyone watching from home.
Yeah, you know, it's so fun when we get a chance to have all these pros come to Miami. You'll get a chance to sit down and have conversation with all of them. So check out Marta and Barbara from Las Vegas.
Bárbara Las Heras, jugadora de Las Vegas Smash.
Hola, soy Marta Ortega, jugadora de Las Vegas Smash.
Pues la PPL, yo diría, es una oportunidad.
Yo creo que va a ser como la clave. A ver, yo creo que está bien el cambio que han hecho de que no sea un mes y pico seguido, sino que sean semanas independientes y que sean enfrentamientos así por grupos. Yo no sé si a lo mejor haría grupos más pequeños. En lugar de enfrentarnos tantos equipos, ¿sabes? Hacer grupos más pequeños.
So that's what they've been talking about in terms of just this different format instead of going through a traditional tournament format where you might have a matchup per day. Now you're having multiple and working through a group to then fight out of the round robin format and find themselves here in the semifinals. But that's one of the big differences in terms of challenging these athletes. Multiple matchups, and it's an extended period of time to play.
And Barbara Las Heras, Cam, she's not playing in the competition. Ale Alonso and Martita Ortega are doing it, but she's a fantastic player after her injury, still trying to come back at her best level. And yes, she's not playing, but she's so important within the group. Such a nice person, super calm, and having Barbara Las Heras inside a group is also important. It's not only important what happens inside a court, but also the team atmosphere, what happens out of the court.
So with these teams, again, you get a chance to have a multitude of athletes on the roster. You can pick and choose per matchup who you want to put out on the court. Some of those have changed from matchup to matchup or series to series over the last 4 days, giving some rest or maybe trying to find exactly the right combination. Some have stayed more steady, like this of the Polar Bears. They've stayed pretty steady in terms of their lineup. As we now are into the second set.
all.
15 all now. Polar Bears, this is not really what we've seen from them over the last 4 days.
Another beautiful winner. Bajada de pared with a backhand from Martita Ortega down the middle. She's feeling it.
She is locked in. That was a good shot right there. Fast lob to Iglesias. There's the kick, but the touch from Iglesias. Absolute perfection. Point to the Polar Bears.
With a no-look touch right there.
30-all.
Finding the top of the net. Again, Polar Bears just not quite finding their game here.
Fundamental for the Polar Bears trying to get this hold.
Amazing. Ale Alonso
40.
takes that ball off the glass, back to the net. Backhand sliding that. Opportunity for an early break.
But it all begins with the quality of the lob shot. That gives Ale Alonso the chance to push. Another good one.
There's another fantastic lob. Guga Vasquez, that's what he talked about as the Las Vegas Smash earned the break, making sure they create opportunities. They have to be able to lob well, and so far, everything working in the favor of the Las Vegas Smash.
Coming back to the shots in Padel, Cam, we were talking about the Víbora and about the Bandeja. You'll see a lot of lob shots, a lot of them. And maybe you think it's not important, doesn't look good, doesn't produce anything, but it's actually super important. The quality has to be good. If it's short, they're going to smash it. If it's long, it's gonna go out. You have to be able to put it as close to the back wall as possible to go over your opponents and then go to the net. If you're hitting good lob shots, you're gonna be more time in the net. And that's so, so important, and that's what Las Vegas Smash is doing well, perfect here in this first match.
Again, multiple types of lobs too. You'll see those, whether it's a high lob, a fast lob, both with different challenges that they present to their opponent. But really, it's just about trying to get yourself back up to that net, back to a position of advantage.
Marta Ortega to serve, the second serve. Las Vegas Smash 1-0 up in the second set with a break. Changing the pace of it.
50
Alonso. Love. After this, we will have the men's matchup. The angle from Marta Ortega. Another classy shot from Marta Ortega. On fire. What a match she's playing. Look at this. Hides the shot, goes for the angle, finds the fence. That's perfection. And now Ale Alonso to the corner, aiming to that side wall. 40 love.
If they keep playing like this, no one's going to be able to slow them down.
Las Vegas Smash is a machine right now.
Great description. Technical and powerful.
And it's a whole glass finder from Marina Guinar. 2-0. Not looking good for Toronto.
See what the engine can do now on the return. Ortega, former world #1. At that point, she was also the world's youngest #1. It's just amazing experience to get to share with her partner, Ale Alonso.
That was a tough block, Cam, because it was a high ball close to her position.
What a fantastic save, but then the pressure added. Way to follow up from Victoria Iglesias.
Marta was unprotected, out of position. She was just hoping for the best right here. Oh.
Amazing, the Chiquita, adding that top spin.
50.
That's a shot we haven't yet talked about. Rolling over the top of that, taking the pace off. Good block. Way to follow it in for Ortega. Back to back on the backhand side for Guinart. Oh.
It was in.
Ball good. Was a moment of hesitation. Immediately, Alonso looks to the other side, saying that ball was perfect.
Tough to see from here. Let's see if we can have a better look at that one.
$40-30.
40-30.
Point for the smash.
Second service.
Alonso was not sure.
40-30. Polar Bears looking to get back in this. A hold here. Would be a good jump start. Dropping it down, forcing Guinart on the full sprint. Challenging their speed. Not the bounce she wanted off the back glass. Taking advantage, Victoria Iglesias.
2-1.
With a break. Leading also in the second set. Alonso will be serving for the first time in the second. Nice hit from Marta Ortega.
Love 15.
Probably one of the few mistakes she's made in this match. That's a good serve from Ale Alonso. Going to that corner, using the sidewall. Glass finder from Victoria Iglesias.
30-15.
Trying to practice the movement right there after the miss. Just over the net, Marina Guinart. Now Ortega goes to the left side of the court. The ball is wide from Guinart. 40-15.
40-15.
It's like watching Ortega dance across the court. Finds her shot and quickly dances back to the corner, knowing what shot's coming next. Well prepared for it.
And it's a hold for Las Vegas Smash. Another missed return from Toronto. 3-1. Ortega and Alonso.
Through both set 1 and set 2 now. Toronto still unable to find a break. Lobbed up. Oh, Guinart was on top of that.
50.
A missed opportunity for the Polar Bears.
That flat smashes are hard because you have to really adjust your position to hit it with a racket. Not easy. The ball's going fast.
There's a great answer.
50
Marina Guinart.
all.
And good for her, after not being able to hit the previous one, to go to get a short lob shot to relieve some of your frustration in that one.
high bounce off the glass. Right now they're adding the pressure to Ortega. Contra pared. Nice block. Making Ortega work here. Kept the ball away from Alonso in this rally. They've iced her out, and she comes up with the error. Well played from the Toronto Polar Bears.
Ale Alonso hit it just too high. The ball needed to drop a bit more to find the perfect place and timing to hit the ball.
Second service.
Tough ball fended off. Unbelievable for Ortega.
30 all.
That was played about 3 inches above the height of the court. Off both glass. Side and back.
Today she is on point, not only attacking, but as well defending. I remember in the first set, a great pickup in a drop shot. Now this one was another amazing ball. Today she is doing everything to perfection.
Nice location. Oh, Ale Alonso. But it's Guinards. This is a different looking team here now for the Toronto Polar Bears. Things starting to work in their favor. Seems as if they go to the side of Ortega and then look for Ale Alonso. 4-meter fence not doing any favors right now for the Polar Bears. That is a great game played by the Toronto Polar Bears. 2-3 now.
Time. Serving for Las Vegas, Marta Ortega.
¿Qué querían hacer? Pusieron cosas encima de todos los cables. No le dije, no, está no.
Las Vegas smash, still a breakup, but Toronto looking much better, finding something. Martita Ortega to serve. A lets it bounce. Guinard, the block from Ortega again, and then she goes to the backhand side. Ale from the right side. Alonso again. They were moving all over the place. That's what happens when you switch sides. You never know who has to go for it, who doesn't.
The good news is they were both on every single ball here. Bad news is this last one found the net. Nearly standing right on top of one another.
That's mine. No, it's mine.
You go, I go, we go.
And now AA lifts it short into the net. 40, love 30.
Feels as if there's a bit of a shift here after that last hold for the Toronto Polar Bears. Really stepping up their game.
Second service.
Marina with a missed opportunity right there. We were listening and she was saying, si lo habías hecho perfecto, Marina. You were doing it so well, Marina. The frustration after sending the ball to the side wall. Again, Alonso lets it bounce, goes down the line, and then boom, finding the 4 meters fence. She was not able to send it por cuatro. Bajada, down the middle. Marta, Marta, again. Beautiful forehand. Toronto with an almost double shot right there. Long rally. Three blocks from Victoria Iglesias. The angle from Guinard. Iglesias goes for the two-hand backhand and she misses it into the net. Exhausting point this was.
A fantastic rally between these four. Victoria Iglesias trying to find that last and final two-handed backhand on the cross court. That was the initial smash from Ale Alonso that was fended off. Multiple blocks from Victoria Iglesias. Great defense. And unfortunately finding the net.
Second service.
High lob shot from Marina Guinard. Ortega goes for that corner. And the smash por tres down the line from Alejandra Alonso again. The shining star from Las Vegas Smash.
Utilizing that kick, finding that down the line, sending that por tres. Watch how technical. Great extension.
And from loft 30 to 40-30. Punishing that softball from Marta Ortega. Marina Guinard, golden point. This could be the key moment of the match. And it goes for Las Vegas Smash. A glass finder right there. It's a hold, and it's 4-2 for the smash. This is going to hurt for Toronto.
That could have been the difference maker right there for Toronto. Still unable to find a break through the first set as well as now in the second. They've been close.
50 low.
Our last service round was fantastic play on their side. But they've got to be able to find something on the return. Sending one to the stars.
Home run.
I did that a few times last night on the court.
Everyone does.
Yeah.
If they do, why wouldn't you do it?
Exactly.
30.
Everyone looking to Ale Alonso, saying that was the right choice, but just the wrong execution. Like the thought process there. Nice ball, Iglesias. That was a fantastic shot from Victoria Iglesias. But yet the defense, this is where you have to be able to find every part of your game. And Las Vegas, throughout this matchup, has not only been a fantastic defensive team, but also offensively.
And this is the reason why in paddle, you gotta make sure the ball comes back. Because if you smash it, and if it's short, they're going to be waiting in the net, like Marta Ortega there.
Been lobbing more so towards the middle now for this Las Vegas team. And I think maybe trying to create just a little confusion through the middle on the lob. Who will take it? At times, it's Ortega. At times, it's Ale Alonso. 40-30 for Toronto. There's the lob again through the middle. Following it in. Las Vegas looking for that magical defense again. Just a fantastic ball. Marina Gnad. They've got to still be able to find a break. Now trailing 3-4. That last and final opportunity felt like the juncture to maybe switch things in their favor. However, maybe this could be it.
Llega la pelota, sin dudar, la explota. Va, va.
Baja, tira la víbora paralela, la víbora paralela esa que estás tirando, estás corriendo, una barbaridad. Cuando te quede aquí, pégale para allá, no la cambies, síguela, pum. Está corriendo.
Pasa que cuando me sube Marta le estoy explotando la cabeza.
Claro, sí, sí, sí. No, no,
Porque
ahí
si
te
le
digo.
tiro lenta me la está volviendo muy bien.
A la misma velocidad de la víbora, duro. Duro, te está corriendo, cuando está atrás o está adelante te está corriendo. Y bajita. Tírala y llega en el medio, si la toca.
Sí, porque cuando le tiro lenta me la
Muy bien, muy bien, vamos,
Yo tengo más gente.
Aparte es la que te gusta.
Sí, es la mía.
Y ella es la que le está molestando porque no juega con nuestra velocidad.
Tiempo.
And we're back
Serving por Las
for the
Vegas,
final stretch of this
Alejandra
second set.
Alonso.
Las Vegas smash 6-2 in the first one, now 4-3 leading in the second one. Alejandra Alonso serving. That's going to give a lot of bounce. Just in from Ale. Another super bajada de pared.
50 low.
Perfectly done by Marta Ortega. Unfortunate break right there for the smash. The touch in the net made the ball go straight into the fence. The power smash out of the court. Amazing from Ale Alonso after the pickup from Victoria Iglesias. And por tres, and then a por cuatro.
Victoria Iglesias does a nice job getting outside here. Wasn't as thrilled with her recovery in terms of its location.
40,
and now 40-15. Putting on a show today. The smash showing why they are the favorites, at least in this first match. The superb Marta Ortega. That's it. That's it. No more. 5-3, another hold for Las Vegas Smash. Ortega and the Víbora to the corner to finish it.
Beautiful on the Víbora. Adding that backspin, side spin, finding the edge of the ball. 5-3.
low.
Alonso on the return. And even that finds the middle of the net. Trying to risk it now. They know they have to go for everything here, Toronto Polar Bears. 15-0.
There's no more time.
Alonso changing the direction. What a lob down the line. From the soft to the challenging. Alonso. Impressive play. Marina Gnat.
That's her shot. Whenever she's able to use a forehand, she goes down the line to the corner and she makes it impossible.
Oh, beautiful. Rulo, the lefty. On the drive side, finds the fence. Looking to extend this second set. The Toronto Polar Bears. Strong volleys from Iglesias. That spells trouble. Alonso closing down the net. Las Vegas Smash inching closer here on the return.
They want the match point right here.
A little slower on some of those volleys from Iglesias. Changing the pace of play. a miss hit brings up a high ball and a strong ball for Ale Alonso. Now a golden point and an everything point. Break point, match point for Las Vegas Smash, looking to go up in the series 1-0 over the Toronto Polar Bears in this semifinal.
Receiving Marta.
The receiving
Ortega.
team gets to choose who will receive here.
And it will be Marta Ortega.
Match point, Las Vegas Smash. Ale Alonso from the corner. This time lifts it on the backhand side. Waits. Looking for opportunity, match to the Las Vegas Smash in just 2 sets, 6-2, 6-3.
6-3.
Brilliant performance from the 2023 champions. Marta Ortega leading the team, being the MVP of the match, and Ale Alonso, as during the entire season, playing solid, showing that she has a bright future and present as well. The first point goes for Las Vegas Smash, and now some sort of relief for Gonzalo Alfonso and Pablo Cardona. The men's team for the Las Vegas Smash, they will be facing Javi Barahona and Coqui Nieto, the only unbeaten team in the competition on the men's side. If somehow Cardona and Alfonso beat them, they will be moving into the finals.
And if not, we'll get a chance to see a mixed matchup that has so much impact potentially in this series between the Toronto Polar Bears and Las Vegas Smash. But congratulations, those two. They played tremendously clean paddle. Offensively, defensively, great transition. The lobs were executed to perfection. Team celebration for the Las Vegas Smash. Now up in the series 1-0. A look back.
High level of paddle from the Smash, dominating the Bears. It's true that also I think that this was not the best match from Victoria Iglesias and Marina Aguinar. They were playing amazing throughout the week, but today on the other side of the net, they had two opponents that were just stunning.
Nearly flawless, those two. Ale Alonso, Marta Ortega. Just superb. We're gonna send it to Javi Carrasco.
Aquí estamos con Martita Ortega y con Alejandra Alonso, que han conseguido el primer punto de estas semifinales para Las Vegas Smash. Alejandra, ¿cómo sienta conseguir el primer punto?
Alejandra, how does it feel to win the point? You were loose and you're only 17 years old. How does it feel to play alongside a former #1 like Marta Ortega?
Creo que el primer día estaba
Very
un poco
nice.
nerviosa,
I think
pero
the
bueno,
first day
poco a
I was
poco
nervous,
hemos ido fluyendo,
but
hemos
step
ido
by step,
conectando poco a poco
we're
y
playing
nada,
better.
jugar al lado de Martita, creo que es un
Playing
gusto, un placer.
next to
Estoy
Marta Ortega
superfeliz,
is a pleasure.
me estoy riendo mucho
I'm
con el
happy to
equipo,
be
así que
here.
nada,
I'm
que
loving a
me
lot
permite
with the
aportar
team.
este puntito. Es increíble
Happy
jugar aquí en
to bring the first
Miami,
point
así que
for
nada,
the team,
enhorabuena,
and
chicos,
it's super
y
nice to be
todo.
playing here in Miami.
Gracias, Ale. Te decía el otro día, Martita, que vosotras sois las actuales campeonas del año
You
pasado.
are
las
the
actuales campeonas de Las
2023
Vegas.
champions.
Soñáis con repetir título y
Are you
sobre todo,
dreaming to get
cómo
the
te
throne
está haciendo
back?
jugando aquí en Miami y
How
qué
you
sensaciones
seeing
tienes?
yourself playing here in Miami?
Soñamos con volver a repetirlo, por supuesto.
Of course, we dream about winning again.
Que nos lo repite ahí a muerte, así que estamos
The
muy
team
enfocados.
expects us to
Pero de
deliver,
momento disfrutando
but for the moment
día a
we're
día,
enjoying
disfrutando del camino,
day by
que creo
day
que, como ha dicho Alejandra,
the
de
path,
menos a más y poco a poco hemos ido
going from
empastando
less to
mejor
more,
y jugando mejor.
getting
Jugar en
to know
Miami
each
es un
other
lujazo,
more and
un
more.
placer. Ahora encima sin viento,
It's a pleasure
muchísimo,
playing in
muchísimo
Miami,
mejor,
and
porque
when
vamos
there's no
como-
wind, it's even
como
better.
locos y bueno, nos queda una dura batalla por delante, así que vamos
We
a animarnos,
have
chicos.
another
Sí,
tough
querías
battle
hablar un
ahead of us, so we have to wait.
No, porque no está. Si estuviera, sí.
Ah, si estuviera así. Es que ella estaba cantando antes un poquito. Bueno, pero ¿qué canción era? Para que la gente lo sepa.
They were singing a song, and it was this one.
Y ya que siga, que se la sabe.
¿Dónde están las mami?
Enhorabuena, Martita Ortega, Alejandra Alonso, por conseguir ese primer punto de las semis. A continuación, el partido de los chicos en la PPL.
Well, they surely were dancing across the court as they have danced their way to a 1-0 lead in the series between the Las Vegas Smash and the Toronto Polar Bears. Everyone just taking a few short minutes here to get reset as the men are about to head to the championship court as Coqui Nieto and his partner, Javi Barahona, look to find an answer for the Polar Bears.